Well, I think that's one should never have the goal to be a polyglot, because I think you need better reasons than that. I think that if you should happen to be a polyglot, perfect, but the goal should not be that, you know?
Yeah.
Because to really learn a language, you really gotta focus on that language and let them all add up. I mean, this is the case with, you know, Steve, Luca, we can, you know, all that.
But even like, and this is no shade at Luca. Like we said good things about him before. So, but even it's like,
now we can get into the real stuff. We got that out of the way.
but it's like, you know, Luca has admitted that his Swedish isn't where it once was, but also like where it once was is not going to be anywhere near the level that mine is, because like you can't speak 14 languages and have one of them, except for the ones that he uses in his daily life. But like there's just not that many that you can have be like a part of your daily life. I'm sure he has no idea what the Swedish memes that I'm talking about are.
Right.
You know, and like there's just lots of things. It's like, and it's not insulting to say that to someone. It's like you can't be fully Italian and fully American and fully French and fully Spanish and fully Portuguese. It's like, and however many other languages he speaks. You can almost be like fully American and fully Mexican. I've spoken to my cousin about this, who says that his son is more bicultural than him. So my cousin's like 40, and his son is he's grown up in Japan and Australia, like almost equal portions of his life, and it's like he says I've adopted Japanese culture as best I can, but my son is like completely bicultural, like as in like he speaks the languages perfectly, but he'll also like go into a room and know who to address first and stuff in Japanese. And it's like, whereas for my cousin, that's always like, okay, wait, who do I have to address first? And it's like, you just can't do that for more than two cultures.
Right.
I would say.
Right. Yeah. It's so interesting you made that point, because, you know, before coming to Mexico, I would have considered myself just American. Like, you know, I know my dad came from Mexico. I mean, I've got family there, but for me, I just grew up with the American experience, right? But for the last 7 years, you know, like I've lived in Mexico. So now I have this thing going on where it's like, you know, let's say if the States plays Mexico in some event, I would kind of be like, I think I'm going to go for Mexico this time, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, it's just like this thing of like, oh, now I don't feel like 100% like American, but at the same time, like, I'm not saying I feel 100% Mexican, because like, and I'm not even saying I feel 50-50. Let's say 75-25 or 60-40, but it's like, I'm, you know, I feel this sensation of being bicultural, and quite interesting. It's going to be confusing what it'll be like for me going back home, because, you know, I've lived a lot of my adult life now here in Mexico. So anyway, what I was getting with the last thing is, can you see yourself putting yourself through what you've put yourself through in Swedish again with another language? Because if you were, if I'm just being honest with you, I mean, what the hell do I know? I feel that for you, Swedish is done. Excuse me, French is done. Like, it's either got to be like some other language, or maybe just do something else. What do you think about this?